Hi everybody, it's Ashley with Holistic Movements. We're going to do another short at-home yoga session for you guys today. We're going to work on puppy pose and up dog, and then we're going to work our way up to standing and do a couple sun salutations. So we're going to get moving a little bit more today, but you're going to be using all the things that you've been learning and practicing in the first couple videos. So this is kind of where it all comes together. So go ahead and come onto your mat for me. And just like we've done the last couple times, I'm going to have you come onto hands and knees. We're going to take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose. Nice, slow, deep breath out. Now on your next breath in, I want you to take cow posture, lifting your tailbone, lifting your chest, lifting your eye gaze. And then as you breathe out through your nose again, I want you to take your cat, like we've been working on, lifting through your belly, nodding through your chin. One more time each way. Breathe in as your tailbone lifts, your chest floats up, eye gaze comes up. Exhale as you round your back. Now I'm going to have you go back to your cow position one more time. Your tailbone lifts, chest lifts, eye gaze comes up. And then from here, we're going to move into puppy pose. So I want you to keep your cow shape for me. But I want you to walk your hands out. And notice that the hips stay pretty much right above the knees. You're going to try to drop your forehead down and let your chest and your waistline continue to kind of drop as though you're still in your cow position. Now I'm going to tuck my toes under and I'm going to very lightly press my toes down to the floor and press my palms into the mat so that you feel like your arms are feeding into your body, and your feet and legs are feeding into your body. So rather than everything stretching apart, which would be kind of hard on your spine, hard on your back, everything's giving you support from both directions. Now, from here, keep your arms long. Start to lift your upper body. I'm going to relax my toes. I'm going to slide my hips forward. And again, thinking of that cow position, lift your heart and chest up. Lift your eye gaze up. Let your hips sway slightly forward. But avoid this right here. Don't just succumb to gravity. Let yourself stay suspended. And notice that I have my knees on the floor. I like to do my downward dog with my knees down and give my low back a little support. You can lift the knees, taking the full position, but that's up to you and just depending on your level. Now we're going to move back and forth between those two poses. So I'm going to tuck my toes under. You may need to slide your hands a little forward, drop the forehead, drop the chest, hold your puppy pose and breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. And then keeping your arms long, make that transition into up dog. Whether you leave your knees down or not, press the feet down, roll the shoulders back, lift your eye gaze and lift up through the center of your body. Think about that cow posture. One more time each way. Tailbone goes back, toes tuck under, forehead drops. You're letting your chest and your waistline kind of drop a little bit here. And then we're going to do that one more time. We're going to relax the toes, slide forward, roll the shoulders back, bring your eye gaze up towards your eyebrows, lift up through your belly. If you're trying that harder version where you're lifting your knees, press the tops of the feet into the floor to give you that same suspension. And then this time, let your hips go back. Take yourself into a child's pose, dropping your forehead down. Now I'm going to have you come back up. We're going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to take ourselves into downward dog. Now I'm going to let my head drop down, but I'm letting that tailbone tilt up. Again, kind of with that sense that I'm in my cow posture again. And I'm going to slowly walk my hands back to meet my feet. And I'm just going to hang forward over the front of my legs. Nice, easy, slow, deep breath in. I'm going to press down into my feet, giving myself that support, rolling all the way up tall. Now, let's walk to the top of our mat, the front of our mat. And we're going to go through a couple rounds of sun salutations. And you're going to use that idea of suspension as you move back and forth between your downward dog and your upward dog. So I'm going to start with my feet together. And I want you to just slowly sweep your arms out to the sides and up overhead. Maybe bring the palms together, lift the chest up a little bit. Now I'm going to let my arms come out to the sides. Fold at your hips, soften your knees, Drop the head down and look towards your legs. Now, I like to take you through this by having you squat. Bring your hips nice and low. Think of your ankle folds. Step your right leg back into a lunge. Hold your lunge with your breath in. Take the left leg back to downward dog, pressing your heels down, tipping your tailbone up and lengthening your spine. Now, move forward into either a full plank, holding your knees up, or feel free to drop your knees to half plank. Either one is fine. But right here, I'm going to bend my elbows close to the body, kind of sliding my chest down, and then ease yourself forward into up dog. Now, you can keep your knees down or press into the feet and lift. Either is fine. But then from here, I want you to take your hips back and sit into that child's pose, folding from your waist and your hips. And then we're going to tuck our toes under and take ourselves back into downward dog. Now remember, your right leg is your mover. So step that right foot forward, hold with a breath in, step your left foot forward, press into your feet, circle your arms out to the sides, your hands come up and overhead, and then bring your hands down right to the center of your chest. Now let's do that again. So I'm going to sweep my arms out and up, bring your eye gaze up, bring your chest up. Fold at your hips, soft knees, coming over the front of your legs. And then here's where I want you to do that little squat. Get your hips nice and low. Let the left leg step back this time into a lunge. Hold your lunge, chest and eye gaze come up a little bit, breathe in. And then step your right leg all the way back into downward dog. Lengthen your spine, think of your cow position. Take yourself forward into either full plank or feel free to drop your knees and take half plank. But either way, we're going to bend those elbows and then slide yourself up and forward, pressing down through the knees, through the shins. Give yourself suspension. Take yourself into child's pose, sitting back. And then we tuck our toes under. We sit the hips back. And then remember, on this round, your left leg is your mover. So step your left foot forward into your lunge. Bring your right foot forward. Press into your feet. Stand all the way up. Your hands come together. And then right down in front of the chest. Now we're going to do a round of one more on each side. We're going to eliminate the child's pose. And we're going to move just a little bit quicker. So again, I'm starting with my feet together. Go ahead and inhale, take your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold over the front of your legs. But here's where I want you to drop those hips really low, bend your ankles, step your right leg back into lunge, take your left leg back into downward facing dog. Hold with a breath in, and then shift forward for me into your plank. Now, feel free to drop your knees, bend your elbows close to the body, slide yourself up and forward, either using your feet or your shins for support. And then here, keeping my knees bent, I'm going to take my hips back, tuck my toes under, send my hips into downward dog. Remember, right leg is your mover. Step that right foot forward, bring that left foot forward as well. Press into your feet, stand all the way up, hands come together, and then hands come back down in front of our chest. One more time. Sweep your arms out and up. Forward fold over the front of your legs. Squat down, bending the hips and knees, and then left leg comes back into a lunge, lifting your chest a little bit. Let's take the right leg back into downward dog. Now moving into either full plank or half plank, bend your elbows close to your body. Slide your chest up and forward using either knees and feet or just your feet here for support. Let your hips lead the way, tuck your toes under, and sit back into downward dog. Your left leg is your mover. Step it forward. Right leg comes up as well. Press into your feet. Your arms come out and up. Palms come together. And then all the way back to the center. And you're done for the day. You did great. Hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and we'll see you next time with something else you can do at home. Bye.